We're honest around here. We've had some successes, we've also had some failures, and I want to share that with you guys. Hey guys, beautiful day. I'm going to do a quick garden update because we haven't showed the garden in a while. Kind of got away from us, to be completely honest, for a couple of days, about a week ago, and it's amazing how fast things can change. The first thing I want to point out is what we didn't do right, and that is the squash got these, there's a name for it, but the little white mildewy substance on here, we get that every year here in Texas, and sometimes we're successful in getting rid of it just by trimming off the leaves and staying on top of it. But as you can see, this squash here used to come out way over here. We trimmed it way back. It started to die. I've got a lot of hope because there is some green here that it might come back, but this sucker was producing really well. There's a little bit of fruit right there, but it was producing really well, and unfortunately most of the plant died. And same thing over here on this one. So that kind of stinks. If you guys have any tips on that, I know there's a lot of chemicals you can use. We're not really adamant on organic, but we certainly try to do that, and we don't want to use any chemicals if we don't have to. So we did have an organic spray that we were using, but unfortunately we ran out and we haven't been back to the store. So if y'all have any tips on that, I'd love to hear it. But real quick, chives, crazy and out of control, but they're doing really good. This is help me out, basil. This basil is amazing. It smells really good, and I don't remember if we have the tag. We don't, because it's next to the lemon basil. Mason, do you remember what type of basil this was?
Purple basil.
Yeah, purple basil. Are you sure? This.
Did we get it from the store?
I don't know. Yeah, we got it from the store, buddy. I don't think we planted this one. But yeah, guys, this purple basil is awesome. It smells good. I can smell it from here, and it looks cool in your dishes too. So our cilantro is doing fairly well, but this huge scallop squash plant keeps growing over it, and when it does, it kind of wilts. And also, you don't want your cilantro to grow to flower, so we need to trim this. We're gonna do a lot of trimming here shortly. I just wanted to be honest with you guys and just kind of show you what the garden looks like right now. We have jobs, we work, we volunteer at the church, so we stay really busy. And I mean, you guys know how it is, right? It's very easy to let things get away from you, and unfortunately, our garden has got away from us. We've been blessed with a lot of fruit from it already, so it's definitely served us well, but I think we do a whole lot better if we keep up with it every day. So this scallop squash plant is pretty cool, and if you guys have never tried this, the scallop squash is actually pretty good, and this is what it looks like. So there's one right there that's about ready to be picked. They can get bigger, and these don't dry out as easily as regular squash does, so you can let those get a little bit bigger and they won't dry out on you. They don't have near as many seeds as well. So our okra plants are doing really well. I got to trim this squash plant off. You see how it's coming out like crazy? So okra right here is doing really well, and where it's already starting to bud.
There's a really big one right there, Daddy.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. And so this is that, what was this one called? Burgundy okra. This one here is, we could go ahead and harvest that if we wanted to. We could wait another day, but it's doing really well. Yeah, we have yet to try that. There's another okra. So, what was this?
Pepper plant, I think.
I think this is what Dorothy said was a tomatillo.
Like Sedado pepper or something.
I think this was the tomatillo that Dorothy was talking about. We need to tie this.
Did we pick any of those round peppers yet?
Bell peppers, you mean?
Yeah. I don't see any.
Yeah, there's one over here. I can see it.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, we'll have to see how healthy it is. So we've got wax pepper here, and I want to show you guys this. This is funny. So this little pepper plant right here, is a yellow Hungarian wax pepper. See on the bottom, really small, it says hot. Well, Beautiful, when she went with the boys to the nursery, she just saw yellow wax and she's thinking, well, these are like banana peppers, they're not very hot. Man, I don't know if it's just this breed or maybe just the way we grew them, I don't know, but these suckers are hot. I bit into one of these the other day thinking it was a banana pepper. It's pretty funny, and it lit my mouth on fire. And of course I didn't show Dorothy how hot it was because I wanted her to take a bite of it too. And so yeah, and my man Mason, Dorothy dared Mason to take a bite of it, and for $5, and he did, which is pretty funny. But yeah, them suckers are hot. They're good. I mean, you know, we don't do real good on hot peppers around here, but we'll cut them up and put them in a pot of beans and things like that for spice, just not by themselves. But yeah, these are spicy.
Don't ever eat them.
Yep. All right. This is a tomatillo plant that is all over the place. This is a big fail on our part. We have not trimmed this. You can see the suckers coming off of it, and it needs to be tied up. So we need to do that today. We have a bell pepper plant coming up here. I don't think this bell pepper is going to get very much bigger than it is right now, which is kind of odd, but it does look healthy. Last year when we grew bell peppers, they all got this little dry rot on the bottom, and it was some sort of soil deficiency from what I understood. But this year they look healthy, they're just not very big. So we're going to give them a little bit longer, see if they get bigger. There's another scallop squash over there. What else was over here, guys? I think we had peppers, right, Mason?
Yes, sir.
Mason's my little gardener. All right, and let's see over here. We have our zucchini. No, this isn't zucchini. Over here we've got cucumbers, and there's one right there that's ready. You can look through here. I see a pretty big one back there that's pretty close, and one up there as well. Oh, look, that one's definitely ready. Here. Yeah.
Look through there. Look how skinny that one is.
Oh, yeah. That's a baby bud. But yeah, we see several. This one, we let get too big. Man, it's so easy to miss these things. You let them get too big, they take nutrients from the plant, and they don't taste as good. So we don't want them to get this big. When they do, they're still edible, but worst case scenario, we feed it to the animals. So I'm gonna throw that over there. We got several peppers that can be picked as well. Look, this one is done.
Do you need me to go get the pliers?
No, look at that. Looks good, right? It's like a pickle. Catch. Oh, you dropped my cucumber.
Is it still good?
Yeah, it's good, bud. It didn't bust or anything, did it?
No.
There's another big one in here right in the middle, man. They're hard to see. If you let them get too big, they won't keep growing them. This one's good. Yeah, here. I don't want to throw this one to you. I think we can make something out of that. And hold on, buddy, because I think I saw another one. Yeah, they're just hiding here in the middle.
Why do yellow jackets keep on following me?
Look at this. Too big. So we're gonna feed that to the animals. So we got a few more. These are banana pepper plants. These are the ones that aren't spicy. These are the sweet banana peppers. They're very good. All right, these beans, we have these dragon's breath or dragon's tongue. Sorry guys, I always forget the names of these because this is the first time we've had them, and I don't have the little sticker for them. Dragon's tongue, thank you, buddy. It's my little gardener. So these are really good, guys. These taste, they're real tender, and they taste like snap peas, sugar peas. So they're pretty good. We haven't had enough to eat as a meal to make something with. As you can see, something else likes them a lot too, and they've been eating on these plants. So we're gonna put some DE out here to try to help with the bugs situation. There's a few more bean plants here that aren't really producing anything, either that or something's eating them. So one thing we're excited about, guys, tomatoes are supposed to be easy to grow, or at least that's what I'm always hearing. But for the past 3 years, that's how long we've been doing a garden. So we still have a lot to learn. We've always failed on our big tomatoes. Something's either eaten them before we've had a chance to pick them, or they've got some sort of rot on the vine. This year we finally got some large tomatoes. We've always done well with cherry tomatoes, And I'll show you those in a minute. They're doing great, but these large ones we're happy about because we finally got some big tomatoes. They need to be trimmed a little bit better and picked up a little bit more because I don't want these touching the ground, but we've got several big ones here that are growing, and we harvested some last week. We had several. So these cherry tomatoes, guys, are doing great. There's a few ripe ones already on here, as you guys can see, or some that are at least on the verge. We just picked an entire bowl of these. I'm not even joking, probably a gallon worth of cherry tomatoes. We had so many over the past week that we've actually just been feeding a lot of them to the chickens just to supplement their feed so that they don't go to waste. But these are delicious. We love cherry tomatoes. They make good snacks, and these are all crazy and growing everywhere. We staked them a little bit, which is working, but they're still they're growing like crazy. But they're doing really well. Everywhere you look, you can see fruit on these vines. There's some radish down here. Looks like these could be picked. Some radish here. Looks like those are about ready to be picked as well. They don't have to get really big, and these are good. So I actually think they're better when they're just a little bit smaller anyway. So there's a fresh radish there from the garden. This was an old lettuce plant that lived for a little bit, and rain and heat got to it, I think, and it's still alive, but it's not doing very well, and it's being shaded by this tomato maybe a little bit too much. But Mason, do you like radish?
I don't remember.
I like it. It's good in a salad. What'd you do with those cucumbers, buddy? The cucumbers I gave you? Here, hold the radish. Thank you, bud.
I put the ones that are good, I put them next to our water cup.
There's a pretty good squash hiding right there. Here you go, bud. Hold that. Thank you. So yeah, this is that white stuff on the leaves. We're going to trim these way back and hope that they come back and get healthy. We're also going to be going to the store soon and buy some more of that anti-fungus spray for them.
You should ask Dorothy while she was in town.
Yeah, I didn't want her to have to stop a million places, you know, but we will soon. So is there anything I'm missing? Yeah, let's see. All right, over here, guys, in this, we have, look at our mint. It looks terrible, guys. This is mojito mint, and it was doing really well, but we forgot to water it for a couple of days because this isn't on a drip system like the garden is. And yeah, that's what happened. It's trying to pull through. Looks like it's going to survive as long as we keep water on it, but as you can see right now, it's way too dry. So that's a big fail on our part. I don't even remember what this is. What is that? It's oregano or something? Lavender. So that's lavender. Lavender's doing really well. It must be really hardy. This rosemary plant, if y'all missed from the one of the first videos, this rosemary plant is the only plant that has survived our first garden ever. So 3 years ago, in that raised bed that I just showed you, one of the little squares, we had a rosemary plant, and it did so well, and it just didn't die. So we moved it into this little planter, and we've abused the heck out of this thing, guys. Rosemary must be a very hardy plant because this thing is still alive, and it's been neglected. But man, we love rosemary here on potatoes or steak, fresh steak. Man, just cut off some rosemary, infuse it in garlic, something like that. It's very, very good. So we really like this plant. So that was a quick update of where the garden's at. Like I said, we're honest around here. We've had some successes. We've also had some failures, and I want to share that with you guys. If y'all have any advice other than don't be lazy, feel free to comment down below on that. We're going to go through and just trim this. We're going to try to tame some of the squash, especially that scallop squash. So we're just going to trim that up real quick. I want to show you guys this real quick. One wrap garden ties. They're Velcro. It just comes on a big roll, and you just cut it to size and wrap it around your stakes or your plants. Much easier than string. So we just recently discovered this stuff. I'll try to put the link down below if you guys are interested. right, guys, so garden is all trimmed up. It's not the prettiest, but we did a ton of trimming because we let it get away, right? So it's all trimmed up. That scallop squash grows like crazy. It grows really fast, and we've learned that it's not very well suited for a raised bed. So lessons learned there. Next year we'll put it in a big planter or something like that. But we do like the plant, though. I would suggest trying it out. Very hardy. As you can see, it grows like crazy even in the Texas heat. So trimmed up, got it off the okra on the other side, away from the cilantro on this side. Tomatillo plant is trimmed and staked. Tomato plants have been thinned out just a little bit on the cherry tomato side, and we've secured them a little bit more up the stakes. And got a little bit more here that needs to be trained upwards. But yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm hoping the trimming does really well for this garden. And you know, obviously we let it go. This is maybe a week of not coming out here trimming, guys. It can get away from you really fast. So we've been focusing a lot lately on building some things and taking care of the other animals. The garden's been kind of neglected. That being said, like I said earlier, we've still gotten a lot of fruit. This thing's really blessed us. We've gotten a lot of food out of this thing, and so have our animals, because that's who if we can't give it away, we feed the excess to the animals so it doesn't go to waste here on the farm.
Grabbing some scraps. A lot more. You scared them about half to death. Guys, it's just food. It's
If you don't mind.
Let's go see the goats. You like it, Billy? It's like it's too pokey.
One of these. That's squash leaf. I think they love these.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, if you did, smash that like and subscribe button. Hope you enjoyed it.